What's up, everybody? Zillow has just released its updated market forecast predictions for 2022. So in this video, we're going to take a look and see where they're saying now compared to what they said in November. Do they think that 2022 is going to be better than 2021, or will the increase in mortgage rates finally bring the home prices down? And what about Redfin? Their new housing predictions came out today, February 3rd, and these two never seem to be able to agree on anything. So we're going to take a look at it all right now, so let's just dive right in. If you're new to my channel, my name is Caryn Gardiner and I'm a realtor here in Maryland and DC. So if you are thinking about moving to the area and you'd like our help, just email me and we'll set up a Zoom call and get you started. So first, let's just take a quick look of what Zillow said in November and what they predicted for 2022. In November, Zillow said that they expect home values to grow 14.3% between November 2021 and November 2022, and to end 2021 up 19.4% from December 2020. They also say that existing home sales in 2021 are expected to total 6.13 million in 2021, up 8.6% from 2020. Now, if you remember when I did my video with Redfin versus Zillow and their housing predictions last month, Zillow was already much more aggressive in their predictions than Redfin, expecting 2022 to be a record-breaking year, while Redfin said that they expected home market growth to be around 3%. They also did put out a disclaimer in their November predictions saying that they could possibly be affected by the expiration of the mortgage forbearance programs, as well as the increased inflation and increase in mortgage rates. So let's just take a look at this just for a second, because I want to make sure that we have the appropriate data as far as the loan forbearance programs. Black Knight shows right here, as of last week, the share of loans that were in forbearance is down to 1.6%. The Mortgage Bankers Association goes into even greater detail about how people have exited the forbearance program and different ways they did it. I'm going to put a link below so you can see the different possibilities if you are still in the forbearance program. And one of the greatest things about this escalating market is that if you did take the forbearance, you possibly can refinance your house and still have enough equity that you can keep your house just by refinancing. Normally, it takes about 3 to 6 months of repaying your mortgage before you can refinance. I actually did a video on this about my own personal experience. You can check that out here, and my lender comes on, and you can always contact him if you need a lender to talk to. But the bottom line is that although some of us were projecting last year that because of the mortgage forbearance, people would have to sell their homes, which would possibly cause foreclosures and really change the forecast of the market, that has not happened. I don't think that is going to happen. I think that's a good thing because people have increased the equity in their house just because the market has increased in value so much in the last year. Which may be why Zillow is doubling down on their previous predictions and actually increasing what they think will happen in 2022. So let's just take a look at what Zillow is now saying. They now report that they expect home values to grow 16.4% between December 2021 and December 2022. They go on to say that existing home sales in 2022 are expected to total 6.57 million in 2022, up 7% from an anticipated 6.14 million sales in 2021. In other words, Zillow is increasing their numbers for home price appreciation from 14.3% up to 16.4%, which will make 2022 even crazier than 2021. Just to give you a little perspective, the national appreciation values average around 3.5 to 3.8% per year in a normal market. 2019, it was 4%. So to see these numbers, 16.4%, it's just crazy. It's unbelievable. It's a lot of appreciation for 1 year. They even get specific in saying that home values are expected to grow 4.1% in the first quarter of 2022 and to end 2022 up 16.4% from the end of 2021. With the pace of annual growth expected to peak at 20% in February before gradually slowing throughout the remainder of the year. They just simply feel that the tight market's going to continue with low inventory, but the demand for housing is also going to increase, therefore escalating the prices and the values. But they do make some room for error by putting out another disclosure that says, however, downside risks to our forecast remain. Elevated inflation heightens the risk of near-term monetary policy tightening, which result in higher mortgage rates and weigh on housing demand. They go on to say that higher rates are exacerbating buyers' struggles with affordability. And they might dissuade some existing homeowners from moving by raising the monthly mortgage cost of even those homes priced similarly to their current homes. By dampening both buyers' and sellers' appetite in this market, rising rates could drive down sales volumes this year with uncertain effects on home prices. And that disclaimer may become very important if you believe anything that Redfin has to say. So let's take a look at what they're saying just today. Redfin says they expect price growth to slow and sales to stay flat as mortgage rates approach 4% this year. They go on to say that right now in the first quarter, people are still really anxious to buy homes before mortgage rates gets even higher. The Redfin economists say they expect a shift in the summertime when still higher home prices and rates cause buyers to take a step back. Unlike Zillow's prediction of 16.4% in appreciation, the Redfin experts say that the home price growth, which has been in the double digits since summer of 2020, is expected to slow to an annual rate of 7% by the end of 2022, according to the new forecast by Redfin economists. They go on to say they believe home sales will remain relatively flat throughout the year, and they predict that mortgage interest rates will rise continuously around 3.9%. So who's right and who's wrong? I mean, as we all know, real estate is very localized, so it definitely depends on where you live, what will happen in the market in 2022. But here in the Washington, D.C. area, I really felt like it was becoming a little bit more normalized towards the end of last year. And when I say that, I mean there's 4 or 5 offers on a house rather than 10 or 20. Now that we're in February and we're entering our spring market, there's still not a lot of inventory. And even though mortgage rates are getting higher, I still think that demand is going to cause a crazy spring market here in the DMV. Now, does that mean you shouldn't buy a home? Not necessarily, because if Zillow and Redfin are right, and they both do agree that prices will continue to increase, then it's a great time to buy. Just make sure you have all your ducks in a row so you can be competitive to get that house that you want. If you'd like more information on anything that I said today, or you'd like to discuss the market with me and kind of what I see happening right here locally in Maryland and DC, please feel free to contact me, call, email, text, morning, afternoon, night. We've always got your back if you're planning to move to the area. And if you like this video, please consider subscribing and telling a friend and smashing that like button. I do appreciate it. Thanks for watching. Bye.